Folks, what the crap's going on? That's right, we're back. It is time. It is time for some more Rakarth campaign. We're gonna go unleash the beast of the Altdorf Zoo. They are being held against their will, captives, and they would rather be held against their will in my army, where they get to go stomp on those people who first held them against their will. Does that make sense? Are we all following? Welcome. What's going on, Regina, Mark, Joel, Nads, Senshi, Painfully Average Gamer? Welcome. Gorguts, welcome back. Gerald. Thank you all for being here. Random Stuff, good to see you, Archer Nut. Stefano, welcome back. I'm glad the logic's impeccable. Hey, let's get to that. All right, for those of you who are watching this after the stream, I am live streaming, so I will be talking to the people who are here live at some point during the night. I've already made a first episode. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. The replay from that is already on the channel. But otherwise, welcome, whether you are here live or watching afterwards. Appreciate it. All right, so let us get things going. We have decent money. Like, it's not great, but we're getting more, and there's going to be more on the way here in a few turns. So I do think in a few turns, we'll probably just go ahead and start heading over to the Altdorf. Be a little risky, but it'll be fun. And, you know, no risk, no reward. Gotta have some fun with it. Warner, welcome back. Joel says, wish I could watch your lives more, but I'm a college student in the UK. Yeah, the timing is not good, unless you're working like graveyards in the UK and on a job where you get to sit and watch YouTube, which I don't know what kind of job that is, but... We don't have any handguns, Warner, but maybe we can steal some from Altdorf. I mean, we do need more handguns, like Black Art Corsairs with handguns. That would be good. Be all down. Mohammed, welcome. And thanks for coming tonight, Victor. Space Pope says, hey, Air, been in the middle of a move and a new job, so haven't had the time to watch as much. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Hopefully you got your move over. Moving sucks. I mean, obviously, if you're getting a better place in the end, it's a good thing, but the moving part's not very fun. What's going on, Sebedy? Welcome. Nikki, thanks for joining us tonight. Loved watching the vid last night. Well, good. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. A lot of people did. Seemed like it, at least. I had a lot of fun with it last night, too. It was ridiculous. And I'm really looking forward to doing the crazy zoo stuff tonight. I'm just going to waste a couple more turns here because I'm building some buildings and get me some more income. That way we can afford some better creatures. And then we'll go over and take care of the zoo thing here. Jacob Smith says, so Kimmler can watch from the UK? Yeah, Kimmler's good. He's always awake at night. Jason says, greetings from the University of New South Wales Economics faculty. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for joining us, Jason. Mailmai says hi. Thank you. Sebedy says he's enjoying his start. Is anybody else playing Rakarth today? Anybody get a chance to play the new character? What do you think?
Rakarth
is he decent free content? Well, I say it's free. Don't you have to, like, get a copy of the White Dwarf? I don't remember exactly how it worked. Or was it Total War Access? I can't remember. You all might be like, Air, why are you so out of touch? Well, because CA basically just sends me a code and says, here, input this into Steam, and you can try it. So I don't have to go through the same process, so I'm sometimes ignorant of what you all had to do to get the character, because I forget. Victor says, waiting for my new PC to play Total War again. Finally had one built. Well, good. Hopefully you're able to get the parts. Not very easy right now. Air gets everything easy. Well, in the case of Total War DLCs, I do. Most certainly. Because CA throws it at us. Total War Access, which is silly. Okay. Would you rather have seen an Albion DLC? I mean, is Albion an actual faction? I'm not familiar with it. They would have had to, like, build up an entire faction, wouldn't they? Like a whole new lore and stuff like that, I think. Let's save some money for another turn so we can get all the monsters we need here. We're going to save up a little. A bunch of loons in Albion. Albion isn't fleshed out or big enough for 4 lords. I wouldn't think so. I mean, not that I know a whole lot about the lore, but it's not anything where I've seen like miniatures or other stuff like that before. Can you remember years and years ago when we used to play tournaments on Rome Total War with Prince of Macedon? I went by Xiphos Lee back then. I don't remember Mailmai, but I do remember playing some tournaments back in the day. It was fun. Yeah, I don't remember the like all the names of players and stuff back then, but I do remember playing some Rome tournaments. It was a good time. Let's see. So they were a partial faction, it sounds like. Yeah, we get some nice extra income out of this, plus 52%. That's pretty sweet. Do I build it, or do I just go... Let's just go ahead and end another turn and get enough money to recruit my monsters. Still watch Prince of Macedon? I go check out his videos from time to time, too. I still like his videos. He's a great guy. I've gotten to meet him in person several times at some CA events back in the day. He's really fun. He's a really, really fun character. I liked getting to spend time with him. We got to run around San Francisco together a few years back. And I can't remember his name right now, but it was Prince of Macedon, myself, and then the guy who runs the Total War Center forum. And all 3 of us were getting to kind of hang out and check out the new Total War game. I think it... I can't remember exactly which Total War game it was at that time. It may have been Attila. I think it was Attila.
Legend among Beastmasters.
They were doing that one. So...
Master of all.
Obviously, you can tell by the name of my YouTube channel that I pretty much just ripped off his name and kind of made my own and got started. But it's definitely because his videos made me want to start making my own. Let's see, we need... Driven by Vengeance. Acquired technologies, driven by vengeance. Okay, so we have to have all these open before we can do that. I get it. All right. Let's go ahead and do that one. I wasn't really wanting to, but it makes sense. I have gotten to meet the Rambler before, in person as well. I think that's what someone's asking. How much fish do you have to feed the pet whales? Well, I don't know. I wish we could get some, we need some Ideneth Deepkin in the game here, so I can have some Shark Elves to mix in with the Dark Elves. Dark Elves and Shark Elves. I'd be down with that. Oh, it's gonna be so expensive. Rest in pieces, our income. Oh, whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Tricked you. When am I gonna actually become the leader of Carthage? Never. I kind of like this position, you know, being second in line. Then I don't have to bear any of the responsibility, but I get to carry all the title, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, shelves instead of shark elves. A roiling shark vortex, otherwise known as Sharknado. Fuzzy Wuzzy, that's correct. That needs to be, if that's not a spell for the Ideneth Deepkin, then I'm extremely disappointed in Games Workshop. It should absolutely be a spell. The Sharknado.
Dragon Master. A monstrous pride.
Alright, there goes our income. Alright, well, if anything happens, we're going to be broke real fast. It's not going to be pretty. You going to be playing any more Age of Empires 3? I will, Joel. I'm not sure exactly when yet, but I'll pick another week, and we'll do it for one of the streams. I want to play some more Surviving Mars, because it just got some updates, and it has some DLC that's going to get made later this year, too. Which is really cool to hear, even though the game has been out for a while. So I do want to finish what we were doing on that. And a couple other little things, but yeah, we're definitely going to... We're definitely going to get a shot at it. Now, see, Lewin is hanging out back here, and I don't know exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to put in an ambush stance real quick and see if we can lure Lewin up here and get him to die. And that would be great. You know, if Lewin could just kill over, that'd be great. See where he goes. Okay, he moved up here a little. We could try and catch him out at sea and battle him. Fussy Wuzzy, someone asked me that same question last night if I've seen the Samurai documentary. I have seen it on Netflix. I have not watched it. Why is it rated mature, by the way? Like, what makes it rated mature if it's a documentary? Like, is it full of samurai nudity? Is it violence? Samurai language? Like, what? I'm trying to figure out how the documentary got rated mature.
This way.
I'm not used to documentaries get rated that way. And I'm not gonna sit next to Mrs. Air on the couch and watch something, you know, pretty out there. It's a dramatization, so they're actors, okay. All of it, yes. Yeah, see, I don't get why they do that. Like, I don't get why they do that. Like, if you're gonna have some of the violence, that kind of makes sense because it's kind of a violent subject with the samurai and all that other stuff, but like, why would you throw in, like, if this is fine with you, I'm not bashing anybody if you like it. I don't get it. Like, why would you throw in the nudity and, like, all the other stuff? Like, especially for me, like, when and maybe they did do their own version of it back then, but whenever I watch something that's depicting history, and there's a lot of language in it, like that it's right now, it's like I'm looking at history, but they're talking like they're on the streets of LA. I just hate it. Like, I don't like it. Like, it doesn't fit together good. Again, they may have done their own version of that back then, but I don't know. It just doesn't jive for me. It doesn't jive for me. It's probably a good show, don't get me wrong, and I might watch it at some point, but it's if it's got that kind of stuff in it, it's not something I'm going to be sitting on the couch next to Mrs. Air watching. She would not approve. They want to make history interesting. History is interesting. See, that's the thing. They don't need to do those things. The Sengoku Jidai is interesting. Again, I'm not saying I don't doubt that stuff like that happened in history. Clearly it did, right? But even when I'm watching a show about nowadays, I don't need all that stuff in there, right? I can imagine what happens in the in-between. I don't have to have all that played out. I mean, why not have the characters sitting around on the outhouse taking a fat dump? You know what I mean? Like, it happened in history, so why don't we show it? Because no one wants to see it. No one cares, right? Like, so I don't know. That's kind of the same way I am on the other stuff. Like, let's just stick to the topic at hand. I don't know. Anyway, just my opinion. Again, not bashing anybody. If you like that kind of stuff, it's fine. I'm not trying to run you down. I don't really much like it. If you like it, enjoy it. Go for it. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm sure it's a good show. Anything about that time period would be pretty dang interesting. So I am definitely tempted to check it out at some point.
Is there a sea dragon near? Stand down.
I love how, like, I decide to leave and Lewin's like, look, I'm gonna come raid your coast.
Savage them.
Let's go, bud. Let's fight. Pull over. Get off the boat. Yeah. Come on, get off the boat. Get on the island. Holy spammeroni. Boy, someone's spamming it hard. Look at this. Just nothing but archers and questing knights. Alright, spammer.
I will not be
Let's go.
defeated.
You probably wouldn't like the Spartacus series from Stars then. Does it have Spartacus sitting in an outhouse after he has several nights in a row of beans? Because if it does, count me in. I can do that, okay? Lobo says if I wanted to watch a dramatized samurai series, I'd watch an actual Japanese TV series. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it probably appeals to some people. I don't know, for whatever reason, that kind of stuff doesn't appeal to me. Like, they can just stick to the history, and I'm cool. Now, if you're going to dramatize it by putting some actors in, and, like, setting up some of the battles or, like, some of the key things, that's all fine, too, like I said. But, I mean, I think history is pretty dramatic by itself. I mean, look at the death of Caesar, for goodness sakes. It's like a in the Senate backstabbing. I mean, you didn't have to do anything special with something like that, you know what I mean? Like, it writes itself. Sharp was a pretty good series. I haven't seen that one either. Well, we've got some seriously powerful foes to deal with. I really wish that I had a Charybdis.
My wit awaits.
But we did get the Feral Carnosaur. I wonder if Lewin's going to charge me, or if he's going to be like the Shogun 2 AI. Okay, yeah, he's going to come over here because I have the ranged advantage. If it were Shogun 2, they would have just camped all the way back in the back. Alright, let's get moving here. This is actually going to be fairly hard to win. It's a lot of cavalry we got to deal with, and the weird thing about melee cavalry is when you start upping the difficulty, now I'm only on the hard difficulty, so it won't be as bad as it can get, but when you go to very hard, your own melee cavalry is completely trivial and useless. It just dies. And the enemy melee cavalry, though, will fight to the last cavalryman and will be overpowered in the extreme. So it's like opposites. So fighting cavalry on the harder settings, like cavalry spam, at least, gets pretty annoying. It gets pretty annoying. Well, they're running all the cavalry to the flanks. Makes sense. It's not a bad decision. I'm gonna move my monsters out to meet them. I'd like to have a little more up front to protect, just in case they decide to charge some in the front, but...
Oh, baby!
Where's my... I forgot to deploy my sorceress. No wonder they're running out there. Ooh, that was almost a disaster. Well, I actually really didn't want my Medusa being charged there, but... let's actually move these in behind. Bring in El Carnosaurus. And let the handbows fire. Okay. Alright, let's hit plate. Sorry, I get too much stuff going on when the AI starts attacking me on multiple fronts like that. That's not really the target you should be interested in. Right there, that'll work. Let's summon up a Manticore to help out in the cavalry fight as well. Yeah, let's... No, I hate this. The AI starts to do their cycle charging, so I'm going to throw in the Harpies. Try and hold them still. And let's throw... Okay, there we go. Their cavalry has yet... Oh, no, it went right around me. I was like, they haven't attacked me over here yet. Yeah, they did. You're just slow air. Let's fall back a little right here. Alright, let me slow down, make sure everything's going alright. Like I said, AI attacking me on multiple fronts. I don't want to just sit here and completely blow it on one front. Alright, let's get ready for a breath attack. The Hydra. Throw down here. Let's hold these cavalry. Oh, they got my shades with great swords. How annoying. Okay, I think we cleaned up most of this side of the battle. Let's go after Lewin. He's trying to fight Rakarth right now. Get our potion of strength going. Lewin's gonna be pretty tough, but I think we can take him. Let's throw the Carno into that fight. Get rid of some of that cav. Did she say elf fries and aha? What? I'm so confused. Alright. It ain't super pretty, but we're winning. Lewin? Hey, how about you, like, stay and fight me instead of running off trying to kill my sorceress, you know? Have a little honor here. Let's act like we're a king. Okay, how we doing over here? Steggy's chasing questing knights. It's not really a fight that I really want the Stegodon in, but can't say I got a lot of options here. Alright, here we go. Alright.
Bolt throwers!
Bolt throwers, remount the equip. Oh, nope. Got charged again. I love how the AI just like suicides one after the next onto the bolt throwers. Gotta love it.
We are ready!
Matthew! Holy crap, thanks for the 25. He says, love your videos. Been watching them going on 10 years now, and they helped me get through college and now through cardio. Thanks for the awesome content. Speaking of cardio, well, that's what I should be doing. Though sometimes the AI gets my blood pumping. I'll admit that. Sometimes it gets my blood pumping. Matthew, what kind of cardio are you doing? Let me know down in the comments there what kind of cardio. So 10 years of videos. You're going to see a lot on the channel then, almost all the way back to the beginning. I've been around a little longer than 10 years. I think 11 or 12. Don't know exactly where, but yeah, I've been here for a while. You think CA will ever fix cold ones for the Dark Elves? I hope so, Kaio. But yeah, thank you, Matthew. Much appreciated. Thanks for being here tonight. As far as cardio goes, so cardio, I'm terribly slow at running. I've always been slow. But I do it with my dog. I've got a beagle, and he needs a ton of exercise. So I'll go jogging with him. Otherwise, like, I hate jogging. But I really like riding a bike, whether it's the mountain bike or the road bike. That's some cardio I can be down with. And also swimming. I really enjoy swimming. Again, not very fast at it, but really enjoy it. It is a great deal of fun. And, you know, it's like, it's exercise that doesn't make me feel like total crap afterwards. Like, when I go running, I feel like my body's, like, all beat up. And I'm just struggling for breath and stuff. And then I go swimming or on the bike, and I feel good afterwards. Like, when I get done, I'm like, heck yeah, man, that felt great. I don't know what the difference is. Like, I guess my body just doesn't acclimate as well to running. Whatever the reason is. But yeah, I would say that, that's my favorite cardio. Daniel says, yeah, riding a bike is much more fun than running for me too. Maybe going faster is just more satisfying. Could be. Obviously, it takes a lot more miles on a bicycle to probably equal the same amount of pain that I would get from running, but Matthew Souza says, Peloton, I'm the guy that stopped watching the classes and just watch your Total War videos. Hey, so you're saying I'm on the Peloton now? Sweet. I should do, like, a Peloton channel where it's like a green screen of me running away and I'm, like, eating Little Debbie's, and we can green screen a Carnosaur in behind me, chasing me, you know? And that can be the background for your Peloton ride. Running's terrible for your knees. Yeah, I'm sure if you're running on a really hard surface, it can be rough on your knees. And then it also probably depends on the person, because some people are going to have more issues with stuff like joint pain. So yeah, it's...
For car and car.
Alright, there we go. But yeah, thanks again, Matthew. And good luck with the cardio. Good on you for doing it. I've done more exercise than I normally do recently, but not enough. And it's because I feel obligated to, because of my pooch. He needs it. He's got to have the exercise. But that's good. It gives me a reason where I need to be doing it. This Saturday, though, I am going to get to spend most of the day out on my kayak fishing, so it won't be like crazy hard exercise, but it'll be good exercise, like kind of a nice slow exercise. And then, of course, when I'm out on the boat fishing, I'm not stuffing my face.
Speak.
You lack a reason for running air. You need to get yourself a cold one, annoy the heck out of it, and then make it chase you. See, exactly, Warner. That's what I'm getting at. See, with the dog now, I've got a reason, but it's definitely much more motivating when you're motivated by fear, right? It's kind of like when you're in high school and you join the sports team, and you really don't want to be there and you don't want to be running, but the coach keeps screaming at you and telling you that you're going to be running all day if you don't go faster, and you're just like, oh gosh, and like, you know, it's kind of like your motivation. Jacob says, here in Texas, we run to Walmart and the barbecue restaurant. I love it. That's my kind of running right there. My kind of running. Ooh, Reginald's here says, as a former competitive swimmer, it has to do with how the water affects your weight, and the water majority of your stress is put on your body from muscle usage. Yeah, I love swimming. I wish I could swim as good as a competitive swimmer. Like, I can swim great. Like, compared to your average person, I swim really well. Like, I'm very competent with swimming. In fact, my first job was a lifeguard, and then the next summer, I taught people how to be lifeguards. Like, I can swim quite competently. I can't do it with the same technique that someone from like competitive swimming will do, but otherwise I'm quite competent. Like even right now, out of shape, if you threw me in the water and gave me a pair of goggles, I wouldn't be fast, but give me enough time and I can probably breaststroke out like a mile or something. And I can do it. You know what I mean? But I've never been able to be fast at it. And occasionally I would get the people from swim teams and stuff that would come into my life-saving class and stuff. And man, they could swim. These guys were nuts. And I was just like, man, I only wish. Like, so I need to get into the technique of it. My company does have a gym here in town that has several indoor pools that you can swim in. They have laps and stuff, and I really need to do it more often. It really feels good. Every time I go swimming, I end up just feeling better, feeling happy. Kai Wilcoxon says, first time I've caught a stream in ages. Sucks to be in Europe. Good to see you guys. Well, thanks for joining, Kai. Yeah, it is not good timing for Europe unless you're, you know, up during the graveyard shift for whatever reason. And I wish I could do something about that, but I really can't. There's just not much I can do about it. Air, will you be watching Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 in cinemas when they come out? I wasn't aware they're going to have that many of them. I don't think I've seen the first one, to be honest. Warner says if I had to choose between running and swimming, 100% would pick swimming. Yeah, it's... I wish I was one of those people that could enjoy running because it's just the easiest, quickest form of exercise that's available. It only requires me to get a decent pair of running shoes. But I hate it. Like, I loathe it. With a passion. So, but when I'm doing it with the pup, it's not near as bad. So it definitely, like, because I see him running and he's real happy, and you know, so it kind of makes me hate it a little less. But it's good. It's good in the end. All right, we're headed to Altdorf. Let's go liberate that zoo. I like swimming because I don't feel like a sweaty mess afterwards. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that is one of the benefits for sure. That's my favorite faction, still Dark Elves. In multiplayer, yeah, probably Dark Elves. In campaign, the Dark Elves rank up pretty high for me. Like, I like Marathi's campaign a lot. But in campaign, the Dawi are way up there for me. Golden Order is way up there for me, especially if we have the gun mod on.
Seeking land.
What do we got here? Perform better in battle. Mushroom stew? Is it straight out of Grom's kitchen? What? Do we all get regeneration for 10 turns and then chill blade? Ooh.
Is there a sea dragon near?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Bow only to Rakarth.
How come we don't have a sea dragon? Beastmaster armor. We got a talisman. A strength. He's got his mount. I've heard the chill blade. That's actually kind of a cool weapon. All right. Enchanted item, nay. Followers, nay. Okay. Well, that was a pretty good pickup. That treasure at sea there.
Set sail.
Watch Bretonnia show up again. I wonder if I can get a peace deal with them right after we had beaten the... No. They're spamming units out, so we can't get a peace deal with them. I needed to do it right after I beat the crap out of Lewin. Whoops. Man, Bretonnia's like watching me from the shore. Look, they got all their armies there. Like, keep an eye on that guy. He's a monster spammer. I feel like we need to just kill Bretonnia real quick. Like, Bretonnia's just going to keep pestering us until we kill them. And plus, we can grab a foothold here and make it a lot easier to get to the zoo. So, I feel like we should just come ashore and get it over.
Stand down.
Let's just get this done.
Cutting ocean.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We got a little welcome party here.
I'll ignore that.
Wow. Didn't know people like me so much.
Tamer of dragons.
Look at this. We got a big old welcome party waiting on us. They're like, do it, Air. Come on, come ashore. I dare you. Ever played Supreme
The
Commander?
ocean's
I have
bounty
not. I'm not
fascinates
familiar
me.
with it. Casualties post-battle, income from slaves. Dark Conduit. That's the explosion, right? Explosion doesn't affect friendly troops. Takes away a ton of vigor. This would be a good right to do right now, and it lasts for 15 turns, which will help us in the fight against Bretonnia.
I broke a kraken once.
Supreme Commander's big fun. Did you just say he broke a kraken once? Is that like a random piece of conversation? Like, can you see Rakarth walking up to Marathi, you know, at a party, and he's like wanting to hit on her. He's like, all right, play it cool, Rakarth. He walks up and he's like, sup, Marathi? I broke a kraken once. And she's just looking at him. Like this blank stare in her eyes. Slowly turns around and walks the other direction. Supreme Commander was my game when I was a kid.
Born to command.
Let's get a fight going.
Face doom.
Hey, well look who it is. If it isn't King Lewin. So suddenly back from the dead. And he's about to get lightning struck. Lightning! Alright, here we go.
There shall be torment.
I hate it when I break my Kraken. Good stuff, good stuff. Dark Elf pickup lines, what its concept. I know you wouldn't think that Dark Elves really have to use a lot of pickup lines, right? They seem pretty open to just getting straight to business, whether that business is murder and mayhem or lasciviousness or whatever it be. You know, they seem like they're all about just taking care of it. Pickup lines probably aren't necessary.
Shades.
All I'm saying is they don't seem like the romantic type. Get my drift there.
Beast Lord.
Hey, Kai. Thanks for the £5. He says, I've been with you for years now, through good times and bad. Thanks for the years of awesome content. Love this community. You guys are awesome. Well, thank you, Kai. We're glad to have you here. Glad you've been able to stay around for so long and even join us really late on nights like this, all the way from Europe. How many folks do we have in here from Europe, right? Hey, if you're from Europe, come represent in the chat. And if you're watching this afterwards, go ahead and represent. See, when I stream this, it's like pretty much like the wee hours of the morning in Europe, so I don't blame folks for not being heavily represented here, but let me know if we got some more from you. Joining you there. Yep, Kai is representing from England. Hey, Barbarian Zaros, thanks for the 5. He says, I got an hour and a half till the free LC is downloaded. Time to see what Air is up to. Well, hey, that's about right. I've got probably almost that much time streaming, so we'll get you warmed up. We'll get you ready to go here, Barbarians. So thanks for being with us again tonight. It's great to have you back. Appreciate all the support. Thank you. Great to have you all here. Hang on, sis. We got another England, Iceland, Norway. Norway and England are a couple of the countries that I've actually been to in Europe. Both beautiful places. I particularly liked Norway. No offense to England. England was just fine. Denmark. Germany, another country I've been to. Guten Morgen. I was trying to do some German on the Duolingo app. I need to get back at it. I really like it. I don't know why I like it so much, but I really like the German language, even though I can't speak it. It just sounds fascinating for me. Portugal, awesome. I never made it over to Wales. I was mostly in the London area, and then I went north for a day, but I don't remember the name of the town that I went up to. It wasn't like way north, but like probably like a couple hours north of London by drive or something. It's very confusing for me because an hour of driving in England isn't anywhere near like an hour of driving is here, where I can get out and go 75 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour down the interstate. Very different there, so German and French sound really nice, yeah. German for whatever reason, has always just kind of fascinated me, and don't really know why. And so when Duolingo came around, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take some German. I need to get back on it. It was super fun. Plus, why not challenge myself to learn a language, right? Seems like it'd be a good thing. I know a lot of people in the States never really get very concerned about it because we don't have multiple languages, like multiple official languages in the States. Obviously, there's a lot of people here who speak a second language, but we don't have any multiple official languages, so we don't get forced into it. But, you know, it feels like it'd be a good challenge, you know, for your mind, just help you get smarter. What is it? Hey, what do we have to click this on? Click it on an ally. Okay, okay. Hang on, I thought I sicked a Carnosaur on him. I was pretty certain I did, in fact. They're using some explosions on me, too. Learn Spanish would be more useful in America. Yeah, it would be more useful, but not saying there's anything wrong with Spanish. I just haven't ever had the interest in learning Spanish. So I'd rather learn the German. Although I don't doubt for a minute that knowing Spanish would be far more useful, as I'm quite certain it's probably the most common second language in the States. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me, but I'm guessing that it's easily the most common second language here. Spanish at least unlocks an entire continent. It does. I get it. There's a lot more Spanish speakers out there than German speakers, especially around me, but it's just more of a fascination thing for me. It has a lot less... I forgot my mage, or my sorceress. Again, it's more of a fascination thing. I need to be interested in it if I want to go learn it. And again, nothing wrong with Spanish. Not saying it's like a bad language or something. Just the interest for me has always just been in German for whatever reason. At one point, so like it's actually kind of funny you guys mentioned that. I have 3 brothers, 1 younger and 2 older, and my oldest brother speaks Spanish because he spent a bunch of time in Argentina, and then so did my other older brother, again in Argentina. He learned Spanish as well, so they're both fluent. And my oldest brother's wife is also fluent in Spanish. And then my younger brother is fluent in Tagalog. He spent a bunch of time in the Philippines, and he learned how to speak Tagalog. I am the only one of the 4 boys in the family who cannot speak a second language. And I thought I was going to take some language classes in college because it was required, but you want to hear a funny story? Obviously, I would take the language classes if I had to, but I was already taking a ton of classes. Calculus counted as language credits. That's right, calculus counted as my language credits. Would have never guessed it. I lived in Buenos Aires for 4.5 years. Yeah, that's where my oldest brother spent his time in Argentina, and my older brother was in Cordoba, I think.
Bow before Rakarth.
It's funny hearing them speak Spanish because it's clearly Spanish, and you know I can recognize it as Spanish, but it's very different than hearing someone speak like a Mexican dialect of Spanish. Like very, very different.
You fought well, my beasts.
The Argentine Spanish like almost comes across as like a little Italian or something. Like because it sounds a little different. It was more similar, like I knew someone who learned their Spanish in Spain, and it was more similar to that, it seemed like, than it was to like the Spanish that I hear from people from like Mexico or other places in Central America. $3K made me want to learn Chinese. Yeah, math is a cryptic language. Actually, math is a language that makes a lot of sense to me. It was one of the easier things for me in school. Not easy, but it's one of the things that would come to me easier. Well, yes, because there are a lot of Italians in Argentina. Well, then that would make sense. Why in the world would you pass on the Dreadbringer? What was the Dreadbringer? What did I miss? Biggest expectations for Warhammer 3. I mean, as far as things that I expect CA to do to make the game better, I really, really want them to improve the graphics engine of the game considerably. Like, I really want that. A lot. I'm gonna go ahead and fight all these stacks, so that hopefully we can kill. Well, I don't know. It's probably always better to just lightning strike, huh? Take them one at a time, or do we just take them all? Let's just lightning strike so we can get a cleaner kill here. You think they'll rework the sieges? I don't know. That's a big undertaking. It's a big undertaking. I've only really thought of one way that you could rework the sieges that would be interesting, and it would be reworking the siege map and then some of the things you can do to prepare for a siege. So like, for instance, they should make it where you can pay some extra money in a settlement to set up traps and extra defenses. And like, if you're playing as Bretonnia, there needs to be places that like somehow bottleneck the enemy in a way that your cavalry can get really good charges on the enemy. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna make sieges better. I feel like it's all in designing a map that actually makes siege interesting. And in order to do that, the maps to me would have to be very specific to each faction and play to their strengths and make it easy for the player to use those factions' strengths in those siege battles. So I don't know. I think it would take a lot of work. Do I hope that they will do it? Sure. Do I expect that they'll do it? I think they'll probably improve it. But I'm not coming into it expecting like some overhauled, amazing siege experience. Now, if they meet that expectation, and they do, hey, great, I'll be surprised. But I'm not coming into it with the expectation that I'm going to have some overhauled siege experience. And again, maybe by setting my expectation low, I won't get disappointed. We'll see, though. We shall see. Warhammer 3, I'm definitely playing Empire, I know, so yeah. There's a bunch of existing factions that I'm definitely going to play in Warhammer 3 as well. It's always fun to have new enemies and a new map and like new things to go up against, even with a familiar faction. At least that's my opinion. It can still be fun. If I set my expectations low, I won't get disappointed. Yeah, dude, I said that before, too, and here I am. What are you disappointed in, though? Like, I'm not disappointed in Warhammer 2 at all. It has some things that could be better, should be better, but definitely not disappointed in the game. Like, I feel like it's a great game.
Rakarth! With me, creature!
It is done.
I mean, did Warhammer 2 meet every expectation that a Total War player could ever have? No. No, it sure didn't. But is it a really good game and a big improvement on the first? Yep. I sure think so. Like I said, my opinion, I sure think it is. Boy, that Medusa was owning with that missile attack. Are these guys gonna attack me over here? I mean, they don't have to. If they want to just steer clear, that's fine. I'd be down with that. I love how my mammoth's just marauding around angry. Killing my poor wolves. I don't have time to replenish. Oh, I should have summoned a manticore. Definitely should have summoned the manticore. Alright, it wasn't a perfectly clean battle for me, but we're gonna get out of here with manageable losses, I think. We need to do some raiding while we're here, too. Alright, killed the enemy lord. This army is going to be rendered useless. Disappointed by no Thankful. Well, if we've learned anything from CA, it's that there's no end to the Skaven DLC, so I don't think you're going to have to wait forever to get Thankful. CA loves Skaven. I think the Ratmen infiltrated CA, in fact. Does anybody know what god of chaos Daddy Kemmler likes? What? I didn't know he did. I mean, I thought his favorite chaos character was Krell. I figured his favorite chaos character was definitely Krell. CA are the Ratmen? Well, it's very possible, Warner. You think the AI's use of magic needs to improve? Absolutely, the dude. Now, that would be an expectation I have going into Warhammer 3. It is not a huge thing for CA to figure out, and I do expect them to make that better. Will it make things a lot harder for the player? Yeah, it sure will. Like, if the AI used their spells right even half the time, this game would get a lot harder for players in the higher difficulty settings, because the AI would be dumping just as many like vortex spells and stuff on you as you were on them, and it would get unpleasant. It would get very unpleasant, in fact. So it's yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to see that, and I think they should do it because it'll make the battles more challenging. And that's what I'd really like to see. Like, so a lot of people say, well, Air, you hate the higher difficulties on battle because the AI just cheats. Yes, I do. It ticks me off sometimes. Well, how would they make it better? You can't make an AI act like a human. Well, not real easily, no. But some of the simple things you can do is control the little behaviors, like, for instance, popping off a spell to heal one of your units right at the beginning of a battle when they don't need it. You know, wasting their magic on stuff that isn't doing them any good. Like, you see the AI constantly casting spells that aren't even having an effect on the battle. So some type of simple logic that comes in and helps the AI make decisions about how it should try to use the different magic it has, I think would improve things quite a lot. Better than where it is, at least, I think. Michael, thanks for the 5. Says, hey, Air, been here a while, and I was super excited to watch the stream. Thanks for being awesome. Well, thanks, Michael. Thanks for being here tonight. How long have you been watching? It is great to have you here, indeed. Yeah, appreciate you joining the stream. I hope you are enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun streaming this with you all, so I was really excited to get back on here tonight and do some more. I'm gonna go ahead and do some raiding, pick up some slaves. We need to improve our island back here anyway. Wait, we can't build... we can't build a walled settlement here. That sucks. Well, we need to build this Dread City here anyway. So that we shall do. Let's take a little bit of extra cash off these because we're getting a nice bonus and income back home. Shades, Dark Riders, Doomflyer, Warlocks. Let's just click on this one here. Where does Rack start if you play as Nakai? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. That's a good question. Does Nakai still start on Albion? I didn't see him in this campaign. Does anybody know the answer? I'd love to see that. Senshi says, could you pause to show views of the new abilities on the Lord? Yep. I can try and show that when we get into battle here, Senshi. And speaking of battle, this is great. I love seeing a brave AI come out and fight me, even if they're going to lose. I still like it. This is great. You didn't see this a lot in past Total Wars. Again, another way that this has improved. This game's about battles, and it was annoying when the AI would constantly ignore you. And, you know, like, kind of like Shogun 2, where it seems like almost every battle you fight is in a castle.
Show neither mercy or restraint.
You know. Anyway, this is going to be great. Let's do this. Kai only starts on Albion if you're playing him. Otherwise, it's Lustria, but I don't know about Rakarth when you play as Nakai, though. Yeah, I don't know either. It's a good question. I wish I knew the answer to it, but I do not. Alright, let us start our deployment.
Beast Master.
Go my standard formation here. I like having the monsters up front to take the hit from the cavalry, and I kind of intermix the monsters, like kind of stagger a little bit of anti-infantry with anti-large capability through here. As best I can. I don't really have a way to do that perfectly. Let's take Rakarth and the dragon, because these two together are going to be quite a goon force to be reckoned with. Alright, let's put these all in a group. Oh, let's get, there we go.
Prepare yourselves, beasts.
Get our bolt thrower up closer so it can get in the action right away. Right, what to shoot, what to shoot. Right there, is your target. You remember to use up all my magic this time. I haven't done so great at using up my magic in the past ones. Alright.
Ready to rule.
I am going to hit those pole arms with my breath attack off the dragon. I'm going to hit these pole arms with breath attack there. And I'm going to bring Rakarth straight into these Knights of the Realm. Pop this potion of strength. Oh yeah, that was a good breath attack. Let's get the job done. There we go. Dragging down here. Harpies don't actually go charging straight into that. I don't know where you all are running or why, but there's an enemy right here, and you can feel free to help kill him. Dark conduits. Don't have a good dark conduit opportunity right there yet. Let's get the hand bows up in here, smack this, and now we should be able to pop a dark conduit. Yeah, right there. Wind it up. Let's get these Pegasus Knights. They're gonna come down to me. Okay. Alright, the Dark Conduit was fairly successful. We have way too many units blobbed. Well, never mind. Here comes the Peggy Knights. Let's blob the Pegasus Knights. Where's the other Peggy Knight? Go over here and get Lewin. He's trying to kill our Medusa. Oh boy, those Pegasus Knights, they got wrecked pretty hard. Good. It's the best kind of Pegasus Knights. Speaking of, I said I wasn't gonna forget my magic, and I'm already forgetting my magic. Let's take care of that.
Blood will flow.
Back here, start shooting that. We got a lot of reinforcements headed in. And I kind of ended up blowing a bunch of units here that I shouldn't have. Now I've got my Carnosaur and Hydra out of position. But we took care of business there. Let's go help our Black Dragon. It's taking an unnecessary beating here. It's the Chill Blade here. Can you shoot that for me? I'm gonna kind of keep blobbing the stuff over here a little, except for some of the infantry. I'm gonna take some of the infantry away from that blob. Let my monsters do this instead. Alright, we killed an enemy lord there. Lewin is on his deathbed, though I just got my hand bows and my shades completely crapped on. Let's get our dragon back away from here for a minute. This is turning into not the type of fight that I want to be in. I need you over here, Mammoth. Right, there's a huge infantry blob over here. A breath attack from this dragon would be pretty devastating at the moment if we can target it properly. It's not really where I want it, but I guess that's all I can do. Really? I lost my sorceress? Bunch of BS. may be losing. Really 100% sure right now. Because I have not played very well. Need some help over here. Come on, let's go over here. Keep moving. You guys kill that for me. A ton of enemies up here we need to get with the... Get after these Grail Knights. Alright, we killed another Lord in there. So, but Rakarth is fighting against another enemy. Let's send in the dragon to help out a little against this paladin. I'd like to be able to just kind of hold the line here, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I feel like if we can hurt this paladin real bad, we might be able to just tilt the power bar entirely in our favor.
Glorious destruction.
Fortunately, my monsters are tanking it out, but we can't really afford these kind of losses, so this is actually not a good fight for us. Alright, Rakarth, dragon. Yeah, how come we haven't killed the paladin yet? Like, that's like the sole purpose of me putting you into this fight. Okay, he just took a big hit right there. Rakarth, can you calm this mammoth down? I need it to pay attention. Alright, we got rid of the paladin. Unfortunately for me, Bretonnia is not about the chain route. I wonder if we can get the damsel. 'Cause that's got to be some of the last bit holding up the power bar here. We got another. We got the Stegodon losing its mind right now. We kill the damsel. I mean, again, I think the power bar is just being stupid because of the unit count here. Like, there's a ton of Bretonnians left, but they all suck. But I guess technically speaking, you know, the AI could, you know, bat it out of the park with their archers or something and technically win. I lost my bolt thrower back there. That's really unfortunate. There we go. Now we're getting the chain route. Let's keep it up. We've got a terror route back here on their archers. I just need to stay after them. A little bit of work here. Oh man, our black dragon's routing. Hopefully we don't lose it. I don't really care about the infantry or the other crap. This was way too pyrrhic of a battle for us. We couldn't afford this type of victory.
Lord of all beasts.
Oh, my Hydra routed? What in the world would have routed my Hydra?
Pull back.
All that healing and stuff. We have a breath attack here.
Withdraw.
Let's use the breath attack. Kill a few more of these knights. It's really frustrating. Like, it's obvious we're gonna win, but
Prepare yourself.
the power bar just won't give in, like, because of the numbers. And so the longer it drags us out, the more punishment I continue to take that I don't need to take. It's really frustrating. Like, my Medusa's getting pooped on now. Yeah, now my dragon's gonna probably actually get killed. Get out!
Great spears.
Alright, hopefully my dragon doesn't get, like, straight up killed.
My wit awaits.
See, like, if I quit chasing these archers, the other ones are going to come back from routing. Like, it's really that. It's just frustrating. Like, the AI is just getting kind of lucky here. They got numbers, and the way that the power bar is being calculated is favoring them a lot. They don't really have anything that can kill my last couple of big monsters, I don't think. Now they might, because I've got this thing
Rakarth.
berserking.
Supreme
Can we get it back?
power. Predators.
Maybe not.
Glory.
I don't know how the peasant bows came back from routing while they're being chased by a mammoth. That just doesn't seem like the behavior. Oh, the damsel came back. That's going to be hurting us right now, too. Then got some knights in. Yeah, we might turn around and lose this because they just keep routing all my units here.
Beast Lord. Come.
Somehow these peasant bowmen, yeah, finally got a rout on them. Let's head over here. Hydra healed up a little. Managed to drive out the Pegasus Knights. But I just lost my Stegodon. We just killed some Knights Errant. Let's go kill this damsel. After the archers. Come on, Mammoth. Yeah, see, the archers keep coming back from routing, and that's also really helping the power bar because they have ammunition. Alright, damsel's dead. Watch him rout that Carnosaur when I turn to run away from those spears.
Primed for combat. Boundless suffering. Rakarth. Oh, baby. Overwhelm.
You can't win, Bretonnia. Come on.
Beast master.
You're not gonna win this. You're just not.
Behold me.
Doesn't matter if you have a trebuchet. It doesn't matter if you have some peasant archers or spearmen at arms. They're not winning this fight.
Master of Dragon.
It's the archers and stuff holding things together back. Let's go kill this trebuchet because artillery kind of usually overloads the power bar as well.
Oh, worship Rakarth.
There we go. See, as soon as we attacked the trebuchet, it finally broke loose and they routed. Wow, that was not a good battle for us. That was definitely not a good battle for us. That was really bad. And we can't really do a whole lot of replenishment because of where we're at, so we essentially just lost. Even though we won, we lost. So I don't know which all units I actually like straight up lose, which ones will come back. It looks like my sorceress may just straight up be dead, which is really sad. Because she was pretty good. Gorguts the Impaler says clap, clap. Thanks for the 5. Yeah, that's a slow clap indeed. Air blew it here. The way I played was stupid. Wasn't very organized. Yeah, I lost my sorceress. That sucks bad. That really sucks bad because I can't recruit her back very easy. So even though we dealt Bretonnia a huge loss here, this is a far worse loss for us because the AI just gets free money. They're going to get all their crap back in 2 turns. So for us, though, this is much worse. We're going to have to retreat back to our island, rebuild. We don't have a sorceress. See, Marienburg's coming in looking for scraps. They were afraid of me earlier, but oh, hey, now we'll attack him. So yeah, that was bad. That was not a victory. That was a defeat. Just said victory on the screen. maybe I can say it this way. That's how you win a defeat.
Tamer of dragons.
We got to keep most of our units, and honestly, I can get most of these units back pretty easy. One of the most important things we lost there was our sorceress. We also lost the bolt thrower, which bolt thrower is much less concerned to me. The sorceress had quite a bit of magic, and that is just really irritating. Grates on my nerves because the only way to get to the sorceress is we have to build this tier 3 building right here for 7,500 gold. Alright, well that's one of the things we're going to need to focus on. We've got the gold for it. Senshi sending me flowers. Thanks, Senshi. I forgot to show you the stats, by the way, my bad. It's a proper pyrrhic battle. That's right, Regina, it was proper pyrrhic. You win, but you didn't really win. Yeah, they didn't counterattack. Bretonnia didn't have anything left, and Marienburg wasn't close enough, or else, trust me, the AI would have counterattacked. That's like their favorite thing to do when you can't see them. And even though like they're not necessarily working together, they kind of are. They'll pull that BS on you quite a lot. All right, whatever. We're gonna rebuild, and we're gonna be back. We didn't lose our monsters. That's one of our favorite things. We're going to keep ending turns. This biggest thing for this is a setback just in the sense that I don't have any new territory, so we're not making as much money, which means that our enemies are going to be becoming probably considerably more powerful, whereas we're going to be considerably weaker just because we don't have the territory. I think we were in range. The garrison was there. We fought the garrison, but I didn't have enough left to go and defeat whatever was left after that, or else I would have. But even if we had, Marienburg was right there in striking distance. And they would have been able to just siege me, and I wouldn't have been able to replenish. So we were in a bad situation there. But hey, it was fun. We got a good battle out of it. I'm not going to complain about that. The battle was fun. I had a good time. We lost, but we had a good time. Only Khorne won that battle. See, exactly. There were skulls for the Skull Throne and blood for the Blood Gods. It was perfect. The battle served a purpose. Hey, thank you all for being here, by the way. We got 200 folks with us here live, and if you're watching this afterwards on my YouTube channel, thank you also. Great to have you all here, and hope you're enjoying it. Milk for the cornflakes, that's right. Milk for the cornflakes. Oh man, we're going to recover very quickly, so good. That's great. Making me happy. I'm going to go ahead and build this because we don't have anything else to do for a turn.
Bow before Rakarth.
Well, we could certainly use a Charybdis if we're going to be fighting against Bretonnia, but I'm not going to recruit it yet. We're not going to recruit it yet. And while I do have a bunch of money, it's a good time to perform this convocation of hunters and get some extra monsters in our monster pin. Favorite campaign at the moment, challenge-wise, it's going to be the Marathi campaign on Very Hard, Very Hard. Entertainment-wise, it's going to be Golden Order with the gun mod on, like I was playing on the channel previously. So that would be my favorites, I think.
Be wary of Marathi's schemes.
We got a black dragon, so that's not bad. I'll take that.
To command.
Seems reasonable. The all-gun Golden Order campaign was just crazy fun. I'll probably play another one in Warhammer 3 if we're lucky enough to get someone to make that mod for Warhammer 3. I do not have a Black Ark yet, and that's a good call-out. If I can afford the upkeep of having an Admiral sitting on the Black Ark, it'd be very good. But the other problem with the Black Ark is that people can still attack you at sea, right? And I can't really afford much of a garrison to defend the Black Ark. However, it would be very good because it provides the bombardment abilities, and it can support replenishment and other stuff like that. So getting to a Black Ark would be quite good. It would be quite good. Go ahead and do quartermaster so we can afford more troops. So yes, a Black Ark would certainly be helpful. I don't know if it's going to be feasible right now, but it would very much be helpful. I kind of need some standard infantry. The upkeep on shades is too high, or else I would just roll some shades. This would be good, though, because it could open up access to dark shards as well. Dark shards are fantastic damage dealers. Especially, we can couple them up with some monsters to create some blobs and stuff. Black Ark has quite a lot of reduced upkeep. Well, that's good to know. I might try it then. Thanks, Victor. Victor says, hey, buddy, where'd you get the Medusa from? The right or raiding or fighting? I think it was from one of our rights where we did it. I think it was the same right I just performed. I even picked the same dilemma, and I want to say I ended up with the Medusa from it, Victor. So I think that's pretty sure that's where I got it. And Nathan Lee, thanks for the 25, man. He says, thanks for all the good times. Well, Nathan, appreciate it. That is extremely kind of you. Thanks for being here tonight. How long have you been watching the channel, Nathan? And again, thank you for your generosity. It is fantastic to have you here with us tonight. Hope
A
you are enjoying it.
legend among beastmasters.
Hope you are enjoying it. Nathan, if you want me to name one of these units or something, let me know. I can rename one of the units in the army or something like that. Be happy to do it. Let's check out... Let's see here. Range and ammunition for Dark Shards, Black Arcs. Yeah, that seems like a good thing to do. Keelan says, Heir of Carthage, what's your most anticipated race for Warhammer 3? As of now, Kislev. It's the one I'm looking forward to the most, as of now. We don't know what else will be out there, but I think even if I'm considering what could be out there, I think Kislev is the one I'm probably most excited for at the moment, especially if Kislev ends up having a couple of gun units. Nathan says, I've been watching for a little while. You got me interested in building my own PC last year, especially when you said you live in Arkansas. I live just an hour from Texarkana. That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, I'm glad you got into PC building, Nathan. It's not a great time for it right now, so hopefully you got it done before all the craziness that's going on right now with PC building. But man, it sure is fun. It's a great feeling to build your own and then get to play the games on it. And they usually, like, if you build a decent one, it'll be great for years. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be something that you don't have to redo for years. Anti-Triggered says, personally hoping for End. That could be cool if they bring in another faction like that. That would definitely be cool. Don't forget to show Rack's stats in the battles. Okay, yeah, I'll try to, the dude. When I get into a battle, I can't look at the chat as good, and I'm sure you all are reminding me, and I'm probably just not catching it, so I'll try to remember when I get in there. I get focused in on trying to fight. Obviously, it doesn't help me fight very good, but I get focused in on it, nonetheless. Oh, good times. I'm just going to keep turtling up here for a little while, because we need to get a couple more buildings. Dragon of Doom says, can we name a dragon after me? I'm sure I can. Did you try the new Forge of Daith? I haven't tried it yet, Francesco. Hopefully it's improved pretty good. Nathan says, I was playing on a laptop previously, and now it's a whole new world. Yeah, laptops, don't get me wrong, you can get a pretty good gaming experience on the right laptop. Total War has never been a real laptop-friendly game, but it can certainly be done. It can look pretty good, but it is definitely a huge difference in terms of smoothness and performance when you build yourself a proper desktop versus the laptop, for sure. For sure. Alright, we'll go ahead and name the dragon Dragon of Doom. Alright, there we go.
Bow before Rakarth.
I have a laptop and it can play in large unit scale. Yeah, you can certainly do it. It costs quite a bit if the game's gonna look very good. If you turn down the settings a little, it certainly helps it, and it won't be terrible. It's not like the game will be terrible looking. It's just that you obviously get a lot more power for the size, or power for the form factor, obviously, when you go up to the full-on desktop. Alright, well, at least we'll be able to get a Sorceress back. It's unfortunate, though, because the Sorceress isn't going to be near as high rank, which is irritating. We have to start all over again. Mine is too laggy to do anything worth doing. Yeah, like I said, if your laptop isn't specifically made for some pretty stout gaming, then Total War Series is going to kill your laptop. It's going to absolutely crush it. Like, it's not a super laptop friendly game. It's not like League of Legends or something, you know, like, be a lot more friendly to your laptop. It's definitely not in that neighborhood. So we can recruit a Black Arc. It would certainly help to have one. I'm gonna grab one before we head over there again. Which magic will you take? I don't know, good question. Let's go see what we got access to. Recruit a hero, sorceress. Ooh, hot dang, man. There's some fun ones. Dark is always fun because it's kind of unique to Dark Elves. Death is pretty solid. Fire is a really good one. Can be useful in many ways. Beast is also very useful, which is what we had, because you can summon the Manticore, you can do Flock of Doom, Amber Spear, yeah, Curse of Onrair. There's a bunch of good stuff. Shadows is pretty decent. Shadows is pretty decent. None of these are bad, honestly. I'm trying to think which one we want here. Playing up against Bretonnia. Anybody we play against is going to have blobs. And when it comes to blobs, you got Purple Sun, which takes a ton of magic, or you've got Lore of Beast, which you can use Flock of Doom, which is actually pretty cheap. So I'm kind of tempted to just go back into... Dark is cool, though, because it has some special abilities like Soul Stealer and Blade Wind and a few other fun ones. Word of Pain. Let's go ahead and let's do some dark magic. Let's have some fun. Let's get something more unique to... Let's get something more unique to the Dark Elves here.
I command the winds.
I don't know that dark magic is my favorite one out of all these, but let's do it.
My power is yours. I can feel that power.
Shadow Pendulum is good for that front line. Yeah, it is. Pendulum's definitely a great spell. Good all-arounder. It's a very quick wind-up, too. Not that the AI would ever be able to dodge it, but it's actually really hard for players to dodge, too. So it is definitely a very useful spell. Pit of Shades is also extremely entertaining. It's one of my favorite animations in a spell. That and like the Black Whirlwind spell that the Skaven does, that's also a really cool looking animation. And then of course, Silostra's Vangeist Revenge or whatever it's called, like the big ethereal ship pops up and unloads the cannons. Like that is pretty slick. CA really did well there. When are you going to play some 40k? You know you want to. Like, tabletop 40k or a 40k game? I have played a 40k game, and it was Battlefleet Gothic. In fact, we may play Battlefleet Gothic one night. If a few people have it, we can do some battles. But, yeah, that's my only experience playing anything 40k related.
Relics, come forth.
I like Pit of Shades because it stays in one place. Yeah, it's certainly helpful, but it's also a lot more focused. You need to get a lot tighter blob for it to do as much damage, but it does do a lot of armor-piercing damage. Makes it a pretty brutal spell. It can be pretty darn effective. Alright, we need to switch things up a little. These wolves aren't really pulling any weight for me. I just not finding them particularly useful here.
Rampage.
I don't really want the Black Art Corsairs anymore.
Born to command.
I'd rather get a couple of these Dark Shards and pair them up with the Greatsword Shade. That would give me a few skirmishers. And then... do I even really want Bleak Swords, or should I just go for Dread Spears? Like, because they're... I think I'm going to ditch the Bleak Swords and get some better offensive weaponry whenever my little barracks thing finishes. And maybe snap in one more Spearman. We may ditch the Harpies too, if we need to. Let's keep an eye on it here. Let's see here. Stefano says, yeah, add some mods that help smooth some things, and you got a great playthrough. And who's he talking to Francesco about? Shogun 2 and Rome 2 are also playable on laptop. Yeah, the older Total War games will play better. They'll play nicer on the laptop. Oh, they're going to get Citadel led probably because I'm too far away. Let's move that direction. It's the fastest way to get there. Well, dang. I don't think this place has much of a defense because we can't build walls here. I wish those were repeater crossbows and I'd be feeling better.
I will not blight my soul.
Oh, yes, you will. You're gonna blight your pants by the time I'm finished with you.
Unrestrained. All shall be mine.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, Harpies are pretty bad. I mean, they're not very good. Like, I'd rather have something else. For sure. I can't recruit right now either. Crap. Because I'm in a force march. Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ditch Yield Harpies. I'm gonna drop in the other Black Dragon and a Charybdis.
You'll make good breeding stock.
And then we'll get some more like infantry units and stuff here. This should make us much more potent against Bretonnia. We've got crossbows and shades for ripping through armored cavalry. We've got anti-large monsters in the form of the Carno and the Charybdis. We've got a really solid flying corps with the 2 dragons and then Rakarth.
Death and carnage
And then when
await.
Rakarth gets his dragon, it's just going to be that much better. This... I don't know if this is winnable or not, but possibly. So we got a lot of crossbows here. I just don't know if we can survive their cavalry long enough to
The thrill
make
of
it happen.
battle
Let's see what we can
awaits.
do. I'll try and cheese something here. I don't know if it'll work. Not really much of a cheeser, but we'll see what I can do. What's going on, Jarl? How are you doing? Thanks for being here tonight. Hey, Con of the Steppe, am I still 63 years old? Are you still sticking to that? Alright, what do we want to do here? They don't have any archers right away in that group, but I'm kind of wondering, like, can I plug my Dark Riders right in front of them and get them to chase me up this hill and let me, like, kind of blast this initial group with a whole bunch of crossbow bolts? And maybe use my Death Hag to blob their cavalry a little, or will they just run their cavalry around my flanks? Like, I don't know exactly how they're going to act here. If we deployed over here and got them to chase us, they'd have to come through this water, and we could defend our flanks a little bit with these structures.
The merciless host.
Let's try that, actually.
Merciless warriors.
Because now when they slow down crossing the water, maybe we can get them a little better. Then we've got more to defend our flanks here. They have to go clean around some of this structure.
Dark shards.
Let's see what we can do. Hopefully they'll take the bait here. Like, I want them to come chasing my cavalry right off the bat. And, like, I want to lure in some of these troops immediately. Yeah, like right here, like these Knights of the Realm. Like, I need them to just take the bait and come chasing, like, angry chasing me. Straight up the gut here, right into the crossbows. I'm going to try and keep their attention by doing stuff like this, like giving them feint charges and... Yeah, come on. Come get it. You know you want some. Don't you turn your back on me. Get over here. Yeah, okay, now we'll put the hag up here as kind of like a bait. See if their cavalry will take the Death Hag bait. Yeah, right here, just like that, just like that. Now mow down cavalry. Because my Death Hag, she's not going to want that fight, but I don't know what is going on here. Hang on, what did I just click? The bleak swords? No. Let's move over because those cavalry are trying to cheat me here. Yeah, we got a ton of damage done on that cavalry, so that, I don't know. Maybe it was worth it. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see if we can mow down the rest of these cavalry real quick. Again, I'm going to keep using my Death Hag as bait. If we can get rid of a bunch of the horses, we might have a chance. It's also going to depend on how much ammunition we can keep here in our crossbows. Stay on these Knights of the Realm. I keep thinking they're going to be dead, and then they're not. Look at this. I hate this. The AI gets, like, obscene charges. Like, they've killed 50 bleak swords. I don't think so. You didn't get a good charge the first time. You were getting peppered by crossbows. Like, got countercharged by dark cow. I don't think so. Like, that's a fat crock. That's a fat crock of crap. I'm having a hard time buying that.
Dealers in death. Suffering for all.
I'm gonna mow down their cavalry. Yeah, look, they're gonna get another big charge on my Death Hag. Okay, good. They didn't charge my infantry. My crossbows should be able to finish off these Knights Errant real quick. Alright, at least we got a couple of cavalry units. Killed most of their archers there. Let's go see if we can draw in some more their lords and cavalry here. So I'm gonna send my light cavalry out on an attempt to go pick up some more suckers.
Murder awaits. Murder awaits.
Something like this. Leave the Death Hag out here as bait. I gotta remember I got this Dark Conduit ability for the Death Hag that'd be pretty good too if she can blob stuff up. Okay, let's split up and go trying to lure in as many enemies as we can. What we're trying to do here is pull the AI in too soon with their quick moving units. We want to murder off all their cavalry before the fight ever begins. That way my Dark Shards can really clean house on some of their softer targets. We got to get rid of all their mobility, essentially. I'm going to go, yeah, see, like right here, got the attention of this Lord, I think. We definitely want him to come up and play. I'm going to give fake attacks, feint, pull back, like just try and keep his attention. Yeah, like right here, see, we got the attention of this cavalry unit. Now come on back. Keep working him, work him. Get him back in the center. He needs to follow us. Yep, right there. Come on, come on. Now run away, run away. We gotta lure him right back into the loving arms of our crossbows. Keep feinting back and forth. Come on, air. Cheese it. Cheese like a Bretonnian. Yeah, that's right. Keep coming. Come on. Get up here, ugly. You know you want some. Yeah. Okay, he's taking the bait. He's very close to crossbow range. Now we substitute the Hag, because she's a smaller, friendly target, and we just unload bolts on him. Alright, let's get out of the way, let our crossbows do their thing. Okay, yep, here comes the crossbow. Oh gosh, man, he is taking a chunk out of my Death Hag. But we're taking a chunk out of him too, so... let's unload into that bunch of Knights of the Realm there. Hurry, 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 hit them before they charge my infantry. Oh, Dark Conduit. Oh yeah, we just deleted that unit of Knights. Alright, good. Can we trap him? Don't shoot, because you're going to hurt a bunch of our friendlies. No, freaking crap! Stop! Okay, good enough, right there. Alright, everybody plow into their lord here, and let's finish him. Alright, good, good, good. Thanks for subbing, Brendan, Trevor, Alex, Mason. Could be the spam again, though. I don't know if it's for real, but if you actually did sub right now, thank you. But we were having an issue where this thing was spamming away the other night. That's what it's doing. Unless people are on a subscriber spree. But I know that that's not going to happen. YouTube doesn't allow me to have subscribers anymore. In fact, they delete my subscribers constantly. I asked them about it, and they're like, huh? What are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, I'm losing subscribers all the time, and it's never happened. Well, you should make better thumbnails. What? Like, when I started my channel, we didn't have thumbnails, and I got subscribers. Like, that was their excuse. They were literally trying to blame the fact that they're deleting my subscribers on thumbnails, and I'm like, are they old accounts? Can you tell me, like, if you are deleting them? Which is, you know, if there's a legitimate reason, I was like, just let me know. You know, like, what is it? Like, are you deleting old accounts? Well, sometimes we do that. Are you doing it? If so, could you show me how many? Well, we do that sometime. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it's just like, it's working with a brick wall. The YouTube service to the creators is just terrible. Like, it is awful. It's like working with a telecom company. They're that bad. So I don't have any idea. Like, but I've been bleeding subscribers for like 6 months. In the whole 12 years I've had my channel, I've never had negative subscribers. But like the last 6 months, they just get deleted constantly. And if it ever starts coming back up, like a bunch of people subscribe, it's like it hits a wall and they just start shoving it back down. It's like they're forcing subscribers off me. It's the weirdest behavior. I've never seen anything like it. Like I said, if the subscribership starts to go positive because I'm like covering a new DLC or something like that, which means that they're deleting people, but I run into some content that attracts a bunch of new people, then they just start deleting them harder. You know what I mean? Like they don't let the subscribership go positive for more than like a day at a time, and then they force it back to the negative. It's a very strange behavior. It literally looks like an EKG. Like it's back and forth, like that they're artificially keeping it down. Like I said, like it doesn't seem natural. way back in the day, occasionally I would get this huge plunge of negative subscribership in one day where it looked like that some kind of automated function had happened and come in and deleted a bunch of old accounts. That was kind of believable, because it's like, oh, here we are, every great once in a while, a random big dip where it looks like, again, an automated process came in and got rid of some old accounts. That made sense. Like, that I could kind of buy based on the way that it was happening. But, like, what's happening now is just really strange. Really, really strange. And I can't explain it. Ooh, boy, that took a chunk out of him. That took a chunk out of him. Let's hit these Knights of the Realm. Oh yeah, those Knights got owned. Unfortunately, our Death Hag is a little worse for wear right now. Dark Shards, hold. But we have gotten rid of most of the biggest threats from Bretonnia. I'm gonna need these light cavalry to go hunt down their archers. They've still gotta hurry, hit their lord while he's on retreat. Kill him so he doesn't come back. Yes! Alright, we might have a chance, folks. We might have a chance. Because our infantry ought to hold up pretty well. I need my Death Hag to be very much alive. And I need to countercharge their infantry. Right? Oh, we still got their stupid word right here. Alright, whatever. Start mowing down polearms. Their other paladin, at least he's not causing a tremendous amount of damage at the moment. Alright, we just mowed down some of those polearms. Let's kill their Grail Relique, because it's going to buff their morale. Okay, good stuff. Kill the Grail Relique. It should be very easy. It's a very slow-moving, rather large target, so kind of expect to see it get damaged a lot faster than that. Let's actually use these two units to attack this one in the back, because that'll give us a clearer shot at the Grail Relique. I need my Dark Conduit ability. Need it now. Alright, their Paladin is actually running off. Let's target him next, because the Grail Relique is about to die. Come on. There we go. Got it. Man, how long does it take to kill a peasant archer with 3 units of cavalry? It really shouldn't be that big of a challenge. Alright, oh, the Paladin just ate it. Yes, I love me some Dark Shards. They are brutal. Brutal missile damage. We did it. We cheesed our way out. We cheesed our way out, folks. Get off my Albion.
Battle ready.
Yes.
Murder awaits.
I'm gonna really clean these guys up too. I'm gonna run down some of the routers here. Not all of them, but we'll run down a fair few of them. Here we go, let's fast forward. I don't know how many of the rest of these we'll get to, but I'm getting to kill a whole nother unit of men-at-arms over here. It's still a ways to the line over here, so I think we can kill these other 2 units. I might lose sight of them. Let's go over the hill. Nope, we kept sight on it. Yeah, see, we lost an attack where that kind of crap happens a lot, too. There we go. Mopped them up. In the battle. So that was good. Cheesy, but effective. And it got the job done. Got the job done. Yeah, with that many Dark Shards, I knew we had a chance. It was a matter of whether or not we could get the AI to behave the way that we needed them to. So, like, for instance, if we didn't send our cavalry and bait their attacks, They would have just marched at me with all their troops. The cavalry would have immediately come around the flank. I wouldn't have had enough. They would have overwhelmed the dark shards, and you'd lose. You could try to corner camp, but you probably just get overwhelmed because the cavalry would YOLO in, kill a ton of your infantry, and you wouldn't be able to hold long enough. So that was the reason why I tried what I did. It worked. Was it the only right way to do it? I don't know, but it worked. Thanks, Gorguts. Appreciate the 5. Another slow clap for me. That's right. This time, a little more well-earned, I
Have you
think.
any unusual creatures?
Non-aggression pact? Sure. I'm fighting enough people. I'm down, Cracktooth. The French shouldn't have attacked the Dark Elves in winter. That's right. Big mistake. Big mistake.
Before Rakarth.
Well, now this army is too crappy to actually do anything here, so there's really not even a whole bunch of need to chase it. So I'm just going to garrison and start recruiting what we need next. And we have quite a bit of cash, and we've got a pretty solid army now. We're not being held back by anything like harpies or something. I think what I'm going to do is to get the best possible offense. I mean, Blackguard Corsairs are good, they're anti-large, and they have decent armor, but they don't deal out near the kind of damage that like a Sister of Slaughter does. So I feel like Sisters of Slaughter, even just a couple units of them here would be very good. So how about we do like a Dread Spear and a couple of Sisters to round the army up a little bit here. And so that gives me 6 infantry units, which is probably more than enough. And that could leave an opening here for another monster or a Beastmaster. Like if we can get, I think we can recruit a Beastmaster. Or a master, I guess, just what they call it. Spiteful, weapon strength for all units in the army, melee attack for all units in the army. That's pretty good, actually. Let's get Sid here.
Master Druki, a dutiful servant, to be sure.
Actually, training doesn't really do that much, does it? Alright, here we go. Oh, we had another skill point, my bad.
Master Druki.
Go with hard to hit. Okay, there we go. Sid the Sloth and Warhammer, that's right. Elfman so posh. But we're going to be a lot better equipped now if we head back to Bretonnia. I mean, it could still be bad because we could still get surrounded by a lot of stuff, but our army is going to be considerably stronger than it was last time. And a little more varied as well. Like we've got some really good anti-large power with the Charybdis and the Carnosaur. We maintain our good anti-infantry, but we also have more spears. And honestly, our anti-infantry monsters combined with the Sisters are going to be more than a match for any Bretonnians that they run into. So let's try and get back on the march. Let's try and get back on the march.
Real military might.
Let's see here. I like how you're always out there dueling for salt pennies, Dragon of Doom.
Dragon Master.
It's got like the dueling club started. It's like when Harry Potter started Dumbledore's army here. Do we try to go to Languil to get a foothold and then hit Coron? Maybe that makes more sense. And then do we maybe try and pull up a Black Arc now too? It's gonna cost me, like I'm gonna be hurt for income. Actually, it didn't hurt me that much. And recruit units. Yeah, see, that is very reduced upkeep. We could just throw a couple Dread Spears on here just to help out, and then like kind of sail the Black Arc along with us. Because it'll help a ton. Should help a ton. Harpies, Hydra, Charybdis. Some of this stuff would be useful to us. I'm gonna go ahead and do some work here. Alright. Yeah, let's see if this will help. How do you play the duels? The dude, I think it's exclamation point, duel, and then you have to put in the name of the person you're trying to duel. If you look back, like I'm scrolling back through it. And then the person who you're trying to duel has to do exclamation point accept in order to do it. Do the duels.
This way.
All right, let's get sailing.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
Wait, how come we can't
Double time.
keep up very well? There we go. Now we can keep up. All right. We'll get our Black Ark up here. We've got our army. This will be great, because now we get some support and some replenishment support as well. I don't know if you have to have the @. Do you have to have the @ when you do the dual command? I can't remember. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Sail it on in. I'm gonna go ahead and just, like,
Set sail.
keep us on the fast move stance here just to get us up here quicker. Want to get up here and get the job done quickly. Want to take multiple turns sailing.
Absurd suggestion.
This wretch does not
Chill Wind's a pretty good spell. I forgot about that one. Happy to have that one. Alright. Pancakes, did you lose a duel there? Warner, or are you just talking about pancakes? Air's in his zone. Raj Elf's thing stats. Yep, when we get in a battle here, Senshi, I'll try and get you Rakarth's stats. I will do my best to remember. He wasn't in the last battle, so I didn't actually forget last time. Now look at this. Bretonnia is going to go sailing for me. Well, that's... I'll get their attention. I'll make them not want to go sailing for me.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
I'm going to blockade the port. Norscan battering ram? Norscan siege tower? What in the world? Huh? What is this? Is that a bug? Or is that a feature?
The thrill of battle awaits.
Rakarth is supreme.
Oh, Wulfric's sieging it. Wulfric, you turd.
Weakness cannot be tolerated.
Born to command.
What are you doing down here?
The sea beckons.
Let's talk terms.
Yeah, let's do talk terms.
Disagreements, there'll be a challenge.
What are you doing in here? Get out of here. Huh? Man, he's got some spam here. Look at this. Wulfric rocking a Shaman of Fire, a freaking werewolf or skin wolf werekin. Look at this. He's freaking got 5 Marauder champions, 2 berserkers. He's loaded. Look at the skin wolves down here too. Dude, he ain't kidding.
Bow before Rakarth.
Wulfric's not joking around.
Noble born,
Submit to me.
Lord of Fear. This is ill-considered.
I guess I could kill Wulfric, but then I'd have even more people trying to come out to war with me. If I didn't already have like 6 other wars, then I probably would kill him for getting in my way. Yeah, you're not getting my Black Ark, Lewin. Okay, I guess Lewin's getting my Black Ark because even though I had most of my movement points, we couldn't retreat. Sure. Sure. Thanks, CA. I don't know what that was. Gorguts, thanks for the 5. He says, let Norska take care of Bretonnia. You got a zoo to liberate? I do want to liberate the zoo, but I got to get these stinking horse peasants out of the way. And what are you running away for, Wulfric? Did you sack the place or something? I mean, I don't see any flames going up everywhere. You didn't even sack it. Let me show you how it's done here, Wulfric, okay?
Shall prevail.
Take a lesson. Get ready for a lesson. Thank you, Gorguts. Appreciate the support. And Senshi, I'm gonna get you your stats here, okay? Take care of it before we start the battle. Going good, Sage. I'm doing well. Thanks for being here tonight. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
Time for combat.
Here are Rakarth's stats, for those of you who are wanting to see it. He may have a few buffed because of different things we've done in the game and weapons and stuff like that, but here's his stats. Here's a breakdown of the weapon strength. It's pretty heavy armor piercing and a very solid bonus versus large. As far as abilities, right now we got this Whip of Agony, which takes terror and fear off of an enemy that isn't a lord or a hero. I think it has to be a large size too, and it also strips a lot of melee defense. This is a good way to rout an enemy monster, essentially. In Whiplash, you can put this onto one of your own monstrous entities and have it cause a whole lot more damage and stuff on the charge. Beast Lord's Gaze stops a rampage. We got this Beast Armor of Karankar, which is giving extra melee defense and damage resistance. It says active if an enemy with entity size large in the ability range. So basically, he's the strongest when he's fighting against large stuff. Wulfric left to honor the better lord. Well, apparently, I'm going to take these dragons in, fly in from the side over here, and just absolutely maul these Bretonnian scum.
Skilled mattresses.
Adept! We are ready!
Okay. Let's give Bretonnia the business here.
Daruki, forward!
I take the Hydra in to get the gates, because he can withstand the bow fire the best.
Prepare yourselves.
Oh, I forgot I don't have the Black Dragon yet with Rakarth. A little bit ahead of myself, thinking they were all dragons. Soon enough, hopefully.
Lord of all beasts.
Okay, I'm gonna get some of these archers out of the way.
Rakarth,
Like this, you peasant scum.
destroy them.
Okay, let's get
As he says.
on the walls.
As he said.
My whip awaits.
We'll show Wulfric how to get the job done here. Wait, how did the gates... Okay. I guess my Hydra just went right through the gate. Alright, works for me. Alright, Charybdis, all the rest of you head up here. I'm gonna have to break the gates down.
Ready to rule.
Let's go help our Hydra a little because he's singled out. Hold on, I think I accidentally just clicked the wrong unit. Let's just keep fighting that. Go. Dragons.
Taking flight.
Let's give this to help our Hydra. Breath attack these knights. It's gonna be like the straight vertical breath attack. Do it. Do it. Yeah. That was vomitrocious.
Attacking.
Alright, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Fight on the walls. Alright, Mammoth, you gotta be good at wrecking a gate, right? Why is the gate open? What the heck is this? Just wreck the gate, please.
Predators. All. Boundless suffering. Making ground.
Oh good, we terrorized the foot squires. What they get for being filthy peasants.
Beast master. With me, creatures.
Oh, they came back from routing while being attacked by a terror-inducing unit. Makes sense. It makes sense when you don't think about it. Alright, the Mammoth is making short work of the gate. Open that gate, Mammoth.
Cold-blooded killers. Dread spears. Dark elves.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Now the fun can get started.
Dread spears.
Every manner of monster is about to come pouring through that gate.
Total annihilation.
Well, can't you imagine being one of the peasants and this is what you see coming through the gate when it breaks and you're just like, oh great. You're like, how could this get any worse? And then the gate breaks and you see all these like dinosaurs and mammoths and hydras and charybdis and you're like, okay, it got worse. It got worse. Shouldn't have asked.
By Cain's grace.
Kill him! Kill the peasant. There we go.
Seeking.
I guess we're gonna liberate the Coron Zoo to start with.
Obey me.
Once we get these peasants out of the way, it should be relatively easier to get it. I feel like until we get some of these units out of the way, though, we're just never going to. Until we get like a little of these Bretonnians out of the way, we're never going to have some peace to go do what we want to. Plus, we won't have enough income unless we conquer some more territory. There we go. Ah, we got some proper goon squad going on here. Senshi Bat beat the final boss.
Faith.
When does Rakarth get his dragon? Well, let's take a look and see.
Terrorize them. Keeping beasts is not cheap.
Let's loot and occupy. I mean, heck, we're a dark elf. We loot. Brachus is at 16, and I'm currently at 14, so 2 more levels. Get to Brachus. Our trusty dark, or black dragon.
I smell treachery.
Ooh, Blade Wind. Very nice, very nice. Grab a Blade Wind.
A
One
dutiful
Blade
servant,
Wind,
to be
please.
sure. Bow before Rakarth.
Replenishment and growth. Yeah, that's probably what we need to start with. Income from the port. Okay, Coron's gonna be feeling that one. So they've got vampire rebellions going on down here. They could pull in a whole bunch of allies potentially though, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This dragon's PA bracket. I don't know who that is. Why does Lokir have a black dragon mount? I don't know, because they gave him one? Not sure. Jedi Aaron says, played with a guy in Rome 2 earlier today and his Steam username was Patchy. Just to double check it wasn't you. No, that was not me. My Steam username is Heir of Carthage. Wasn't me. Oh look, I think Wolfric just chased off. Yeah, he just chased off the king for us. Let's go see what's going on at Coron. They have a small defense at Coron. And we should honestly, in my opinion, just hit them now. Put them out of their misery. Our Hydra's a little bit beat up, but I think it'll pick up its hit points as soon as we start the battle, so...
Blood and suffering.
No mercy. We're going straight into, like, I mean, they're gonna have all these archers and stuff, but we should be able to beat these characters. So, let's get the job done.
Show neither mercy or restraint.
No time. No time for preparation. They go down now. There are fake heirs running around too. Wick played a few games in Rome 2 with them before. I'd seen fake heirs in the past. I don't know if anybody, like, I don't know if I'm still, like, enough of a YouTube channel to have fakes out there, but yeah, I've seen it happen before. Alright, here we go. The deployment.
Rakarth.
I am going to put...
The merciless host.
Dread spears in the middle because they have shields to help lessen the impact of the crossbows that we're gonna get shot with. Medusa. I love the way it sounds. That's great. She don't sound happy.
Rakarth. Shades.
Okay.
Master Druki.
All right.
Prepare yourselves.
Start the battle. Hydra is gonna start picking up hit points. Go straight for the gates. I'll give the Hydra as much cover from the dragons as I can. We're gonna rush the walls immediately.
Agreed.
I have the monsters on standby. I'll pull up the missile units.
Going.
Okay. Shoot your crap at me. Oh, that Hydra's gonna get shellacked.
Beast Master.
Rakarth's leadership so low doesn't seem like it should be that
Cade's
low.
grace.
We're gonna get countercharged by the Peggy Knights. Not yet.
Rakarth.
Oh, that breath attack was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
With me, creature.
Well played, well played. We just cleaned out all the archers. Alright, group 1 can fall back a little. Let's get the sisters on the walls.
Battle ready.
Oh my gosh, my sisters got absolutely slaughtered. The sisters of slaughtered got slaughtered. Okay. Got some nice support fire from the shades and the crossbows now. Job done. Let's get group 1. Let's get back up here and help clear out some of this Bretonnian infantry on the walls.
Boundless suffering.
Battle calls. Kill them.
There we go. We got a chain route immediately.
Making
Let's get back in the air and go try and get another one. May go pounce on this paladin over here.
Die, weakling.
taking flight. Rakarth triumphs.
Okay. I love how wonderfully OP goon squads are on the walls because they can take back to the air so easily.
Faster. Faster.
Kind of broken and great all at the same time.
I will go.
Death and despair.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, the gate's open. All right, Hydra. I don't know if we have enough hit points to just go charging headlong in, so make way.
Prime
Group
for
1's get
combat.
back up in the air. All right, we cleaned out the walls pretty good.
Priest Lord moving up.
Let's go smack this Grail Knight to death.
Repositioning. I am superior. Overwhelmed.
All right, I'm gonna go put that Grail Knight out of its misery. Questing Knights, let's get into them. How did that Grail Knight not die a lot more than that on the charge from these units? Like, it should have died significantly more than that. Alright, come over here, Dragon. They got charged by 3 huge units, some of which were being buffed as well. Okay, get down from the walls right here. Okay, the Peggy Knights are headed in. I don't know who they're gonna go for. I'm gonna start putting some archer fire on them though. Let's get down here and help assist the monster fight. Questing Knights. We got a pretty big fight going on over there. Let's bring our goon squad back over to help.
On to violence.
Okay, yeah, big fight going on over here.
On to might.
Having trouble getting anything clicked. Go CA, please.
Sacrifice them.
Like, I cannot click an attack order on that questing knight to save my life right now. Blade Wind? Or Chill Wind? Or no, Blade Wind? Right here, please. She's probably too far away. I don't know how quickly we can get that up. Yeah, she's quite a ways out. Probably be too late by the time we get that Blade Wind up here.
Oh, baby.
Come on, let's take care of business. These Grail Knights come back from. Dude, Bretonnia is getting absolutely bushwhacked, and somehow they're like still in the fight, like that they have a chance. I mean, it's pretty hard to imagine someone getting owned much worse than they're getting owned here. Really? Am I gonna lose a Sister of Slaughter over here? That's irritating.
My wit awaits.
This fight should have already tilted seriously in our favor. There it goes. That should tilt the whole battle. I'm gonna ignore that stupid paladin for a minute and just try and go ham. I have a unit of Dread Spears. Let's leave the Dread Spears to keep the paladin busy. It's just more of a waste of time for him. And let's keep the blob moving. The more units we can engage and rout, the better. Come on, get up here. Yay. Oh, my Sisters of Slaughter are gonna die, probably to the last lady over there, unfortunately. Because I didn't finish the battle fast enough. That sucks. Oh, come on! How are they hanging on here? Give me a break. Getting absolutely owned.
Ready to move.
About time. That should have happened quite a while ago, in my opinion, but whatever. There we go. Don't bring your Marathi armor to a cane fight. I want OP Bear Cav, don't we all? I may have lost both my sisters. At least one of them is probably permanently gone, and it really didn't even get any kills, which is sad because there's plenty of kills to be had here for them. So that's kind of frustrating. The Dread Spears just perform better on the whole because of their shields, even though they don't have the melee prowess. Yeah, we lost both sisters. Fantastic. That sucks. Sucks.
Another day, another throne room.
Yeah, I got some good loot there.
Pray.
Good old loot. I don't really want the building with the shades at the moment. Repair that, put some defenses up. What is this, public order? Yeah, we probably need that, to be fair. And then let's start building a conscription hall. Alright. Well, there we go. Goron is in big trouble. The vampires are sieging Lioness, so all of a sudden Bretonnia went from fighting with me to pretty much on the ropes. Like, I don't know if they have any more Coron only has 3 settlements, it says. I wonder where their other ones are. Maybe they confederated with someone else, because I can't see their other settlements. Oh, yeah, here's one. That are now a little further north. Alright, so that was a good success. And now we have more territory. We can make more money. We can get a second army, even, should we end up needing it, which we eventually will. Growth and income from slaves will do just fine. Speaking of, boy, we picked up quite a few. Put down all these peasants. We got plenty of money, so let's do this right here. A high chance of receiving a moderate number of Nagaron beasts. A small chance of receiving a number of rare ones. Guaranteed chance of receiving a small number of very powerful monsters. I think this is the one I want still. We got another Black Dragon. Not really what I wanted, but, you know, whatever. Never hurts to have one in reserve.
They bow only to Rakarth.
Never hurts to have one in reserve. At least we're getting some experience points for our new heroes. Appreciate the help there, Wolfric. I mean, I was kind of mad at you at first, but now we're friends. Everybody's friends. Kill Scribe, what's going on? Squigs? Ooh, we do need to try and get some sploding squigs. That's right, thanks for the reminder. Thanks for being here, Kill Scribe, and thanks for being the Kill Scribe. You all know that the wonderful Kill Scribe puts together kill lists that you can find on my Discord, if you're interested in how many and who we've put the kill on in the campaign. Kill Scribe documents it for us. So there's a special channel in my Discord where you can view his handiwork, and it is entertaining, and I recommend you go do it.
The Beast Lord
What, are you gonna come siege me?
I've
got rockets!
all shall behold my greatness.
You do have rockets, don't you? Well, hey, I have reinforcements. You should be scared. Oh, lightning strike.
Show neither mercy
Kinda funny how that
nor
happens.
restraint.
Yeah, there's the link to the Discord. Appius just threw it in there in case you all want to join. If any of you are here who are not a member of the Discord, just a great place to get into a community. Mostly focused around Total War, right? Obviously. But people love to get in there and discuss other stuff too. I've been talking to people in there about painting Warhammer miniatures. We always end up throwing in something about pancakes. People really like other games too, so you know it's not all Warhammer. We're all Total War all the time. Did we lose our Medusa in that last battle too? We sure did. Sure did. Alright. Shows what Air knows.
Master Druki!
Oh, we're gonna goon squad these guys real hard. This is gonna be a proper goon squad.
Master Druki! What now?
And they got handgunners. Yeah, I don't really appreciate that.
Ready to rule.
When I'm in control of the guns, I kind of appreciate it, but I certainly don't appreciate it right now. Hey, hey, hey! Get those rockets out of my face. Demigryph Knights with halberds, too. Alright.
Dominate.
See how it is.
Oh, baby!
Alright, Black Dragon number 1. Please hit the handgunners. Black Dragon number 2. Please take care of the Demigryph Knights. Group 2, you are free to engage the guns. And Group 1, I want you to kill the Demigryph Knights. We're going to do a little bit of buffage here.
Behold me.
I want to kill the Demigryph Knights right away. There's another unit of Demigryph Knights back here, actually. Carno, I'm going to need you after them. That's final group. Group 3.
Master Druki!
Engage at will. Try and get to the Demigryph Knights, the Charybdis, and the Carno. There we go. Let's get a chill wind back this way. I think we mostly got rid of the Demigryph Knights here. Let's go ahead and charge the ones that are regrouping. Yep, good. These Demigryph Knights are not loving life against the Charybdis there.
Making ground. Death and despair.
Yeah, kill the Demigryphs, kill the armored infantry.
Battle ready.
Steggy, can you help me over here? Alright, there we go. Let's just kind of move some of our troops out of the way here and focus our crossbows on this Empire Captain who's being stubborn. Or Archlector. Yeah, why don't you praise Sigmar for all them crossbow bolts?
Supreme power. Rakarth.
Oh, eat it. Oh, how is he not dead? That was so many bolts. No way. No way. That's BS. You'll see all the bolts that hit that guy. Sea of Faith is fireproof. I wanted to, but he was running away too fast. Guess that's the only thing the Archlector is good at, is just running away. About time for me to drop off here tonight. We'll do just a little bit more. I know we didn't get to the zoo like we said, but hey, at least we're in a good position to get to Altdorf now. And we have a good position now. Killscribe, it's too bad that with no way is it possible for you to count all the crossbow bolts that were stuck in the side of that Archlector. That would be an interesting number. Like I said, not really possible for us to find out, but it'd certainly be entertaining.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely yes. How about that? Do we take him right now?
Bow.
We don't really need to. Let's just replenish.
Master of
They're the ones in the tough position now because we wiped out their forward force. Harpy Roost, man, Witch Elves can be good, and that gives us the Canine Assassin. Oh my goodness, I love me some Harganeth. Blackguard is really great too, but we gotta be tier 4 before that.
tremble
What
before
do I want to build here? Campaign movement range, growth, income from trade. We don't really have a lot of trade going on right now. I don't have enough slaves here to really make that worth it right now either. Let's just, in case we decide we need it, maybe do the Den of Outlaws so we can start getting a hold of Shades. I'm not really interested in repeater riders at the moment.
Cain favors me.
We are close to getting Brachus. But hey, we'll also have Brachus available to us whenever we go raid the zoo. Good, we can take off even more upkeep cost and get more campaign movement range, so that'll do. We should be able to afford a second army now.
I am superior.
Or at least a pretty good sized Black Ark, which would also be very helpful. Conqueror. Can we go ahead and re-recruit our Black Ark now? 2 more turns. Okay, he's wounded. We can get him back in 2 turns. Okay. Alright, good stuff.
Do not vex
Good
us
stuff.
further.
Speed for Harpies, Hydra, and Charybdis. Income from Iron Mine, Stone Quarries, income from slaves. Let's go with this buff to the Hydras and Charybdis units. We're going to be using plenty of those. What kind of monsters, I wonder, do we pick up from capturing this settlement? A bunch of wolves. We got wolves and harpies mostly from that stuff. We lost a Hydra
All
earlier.
shall behold my greatness.
Got access to the Crows of Cain, the Bolt Fiends. Not really crazy about any of these units at the moment. I don't think they're highly necessary. We cannot do global recruitment. Is that a thing with the Dark Elves? They can't. Yeah, I think they can't do global recruitment because of the Black Arcs being able to provide them recruitment on the run. Unlock squigs. I think I have to go take a greenskin settlement or raid a greenskin territory. Get the squigs. If we pass a greenskin territory, remind me, and we can raid it, and then we should be able to get the squigs, I think. Oh, really? Lewin and his, like, 3 troops are gonna come over here. Alright, whatever. Do your thing. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna raid you. I'm gonna raid you. Big bad Lewin. So tough. So strong.
The Beast Lord Ascendant.
Look at this. They're back for another savaging.
Rampage.
Breaking my stuff down over there.
A legend.
Listen here, Lewin.
Beastmaster.
You're gonna be sorry when I turn around and come visit you. You're gonna wish that you hadn't gotten my attention.
For Karan
The
Khan.
Beastmaster has his eyes upon you.
No.
Really? They just spamming out rockets, are we?
Tamer of dragons. Show no mercy.
Spamming out rockets. That's how we're gonna roll.
Too strong.
It's so strong you are, why run? My thoughts exactly, Daniel. If you want to attack that settlement, you occupy it, and then you defend it when I show up the next turn. Let's see that. Let's see that, big bad Lewin. It looks like Appius is going to be streaming after this. Project Wingman. Make sure you get a link up for folks, Appius.
Beast Master.
Dread spears.
All right.
The merciless host.
Rakarth.
Ooh, I wonder if we can get enough experience in this battle to pick up
Nagarothi.
Pick up our dragon.
Master Truki. Lord of all beasts.
Okay. Once again, we're just gonna fly straight in and hit the rocket batteries.
Making
I'm not very
ground.
worried about the Empire Knights. They're not gonna do us a lot of damage.
Predators all. Right away.
The thing I hate about this, the Carnosaur is considerably faster than these other
Rakarth.
troops. Makes things a little
Taking
difficult.
flight.
Yeah, shoot your rockets at my flyers. Please do that.
Ready to rule.
Well done.
Here. Rakarth. I will go. Rakarth. My wit awaits. I am superior.
Adept. Battle ready.
Just shoot me, do you? Go ahead.
On to slaughter. By your command.
Beast Lord.
I guessed.
Destroy them. Glorious bloodshed.
For the king.
Sorceress of Grond!
Repositioning.
I'm gonna kill off some units.
Blood.
Alright, we got rid of those.
Merciless warriors.
Start firing over here into these Empire Knights. Throw some more spears in there to help out.
Cold-blooded killers. Dread spears.
And the dragon's back up in the air, so let's lay down some breath attacks. that didn't work good. They were all spread out. And we totally whipped it right there. Alright, breath attacks didn't go so well. And
Battle ready. Terror and death.
I sworn I had these guys on defensive, but apparently not.
Strike them down!
Alright. Nash, thanks for the 5. It says, howdy air, hope all is well. Sorry, stoked about the Shogun campaign, but sure do love your Warhammer, yes, yes. Hey, love whichever one you want. You don't have to love them all, but they'll all keep coming. So I'm glad you're enjoying this one. And yeah, if you're not into the Shogun campaign, it's no biggie. We'll be doing plenty of other stuff too. But yeah, I'm enjoying the Shogun campaign, but like I said, you don't have to be into it the same way I am. Thank you, Nash. Appreciate the support. Thank you for coming by tonight. Great to have you here. Much appreciated. Alright. That is the larger of the Marienburg trash armies destroyed. Emil von Korden. Is that really your name, Emil? Is it really? Okay, yeah, it probably is. I mean, that's why it's on here. Mr. OK, thanks for that. He says, yearn for that sweet voice, so I'm glad you enjoyed it.
My name shall echo through the ages.
Thanks for volunteering to be unpaid labor
Before
in
Rakarth,
the Druki economy.
submit to me.
Deblage.
Fail
Jerks.
me and face
Oh, really? Lost a dread spear there? Of
Tower
course.
of despair awaits them.
Guess I should have expected that with the rockets around. Alright, let's get rid of the rest of this
brave.
stack here. What else are you gonna kill off? Auto-resolve?
Show neither mercy
What
or
do y'all think they're gonna kill here? Another dread spear?
strength.
2 dread spears?
As always.
Whatever. Shove off, Marienburg.
The Beast Lord ascendant.
Alright, we killed their armies. Let's get back over here. Let's get some recruiting done. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Scions of Mathlan in. Start replacing some of my dread spears. Get a couple more. Then we gotta wait to get some of the other units I want because I can't recruit them yet. I don't need the Raven Heralds, I don't think. Not a very useful one. Sisters of Singing Doom would be cool. Slaaneash's Harvester. Yeah, we got some good ones coming. Not quite there yet. Okay, so we are going to pick up Brachus here. And it is time for me to bounce for tonight. If y'all are enjoying this a lot, though, I don't know whether I could do another one tomorrow. I could check. If I can't, maybe Saturday night or something, I could do another stream, and we'll keep this going so we can play it while it's fresh. So we got Brachus. Let's get the Carrion Crows here. And then we can start getting some of these other monster-focused improvements for our army. Grab a Dark Steed here for our Sorceress. Oh, she's got another one here too.
Treachery.
Word of Pain is pretty solid.
They bow only to
And let's
Rakarth.
grab the Steed. For leadership or +5 leadership when they're in it. Melee defense. That's actually really good. Boom, we can get a martial name of power. I forgot we can do that with these units too, so that'll be great. Alright, well, solid episode. We took over Coron and La Anguille. Looks like Bretonnia's still trying to do a little bit of kicking here, but they're not going to be kicking for long. And the Altdorf Zoo is not far off on the horizon. Plus, we have enough cash for a second army to really make it possible for us to focus on it. Sorry we didn't get to it this time, but we will go liberate the animals in the Altdorf Zoo, folks. It will happen. So stick around. I don't know exactly when the next stream of this will be, but it will be soon. Thank you so much for joining tonight. You all are fantastic. Appreciate the support. Those who were super chatting, those who were just here viewing, commenting, much appreciated. You all are fantastic as always. Can't wait to be back with you on stream soon with Rakarth. See you then. Make sure to go check out Appius' stream too. He's got a link down there in the chat. So thanks for dropping by.